why is it shallow for a woman to care about a man's height? And it's also, that's not shallow, but it is shallow for a man to care about a woman's weight.
Sorry.
Height matters.
Of course it does.
No.
Step on the scale.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not going on a scale. You should love a girl for who they are.
You should love a guy for who they are, regardless of height.
I'm not stepping on a scale.
Why?
Because I'm not.
Okay, so take it back.
I'm not taking it back.
So weigh yourself.
No.
You're being a
about
coward.
weight, you're ridiculous. And
If you care about height, you're ridiculous.
Oh my
But
god.
you don't need to know an exact number.
You don't need to know an exact height.
Exactly, I don't. All you gotta know is that they're taller than me, and that's
She's
it.
mad because she doesn't have a ruler.
Step on the scale.
Yeah, because she's short. I'm sorry.
She's like, damn it, I didn't bring my measuring tape.
She doesn't have heels on.
So step on the scale. Let's see.
No, I don't want to do that. That's scary as fuck.
That's
Why?
stupid.
What do you mean, why?
You're judging guys based on height, so I'm judging you based on weight.
Let's get it.
I would 100%
I love
step on
that.
that scale, though.
Who here finds that offensive, what you just saw?
50-50.
You do?
Offensive.
Aria, what do you find offensive?
Would you get on the scale?
I mean, I would, but I'm small, so it wouldn't like affect me as much. But I feel like a lot of women, when they're like thinking about reproducing, they want their child to be like tall, right?
And a guy wants his girl to be skinny.
Okay, but
Right.
you
Well,
can go
that's
to
I didn't expect all of you to
That's
agree.
easy to happen
I
for
really
them.
didn't expect
Right,
this.
true.
Hell yeah, I'm going to step on the
height is
scale. I look
genetics.
fucking good
I'm
naked.
so, I truly expected the opposite reaction from you guys. First off, and secondly, I would never do that to a woman, but I can't tell you a moral reason to not do that to a woman.
I mean,
because
it's
Mike, how tall is my man?
I don't know. How tall is he? 5'9", 5'10"? How tall is he? I
Is
don't
he
know.
tall as you?
He's as tall as me.
Yeah.
And I'm I mean, he's 5'8", but what is that? 2 or 3 inches
Yeah.
more than me. Like I don't understand the obsession with the 6 feet
Well,
and
I
up.
know
I
that you
understand
don't.
what that is.
Go ahead, Cosmo.
I was going to say, I think this is a big one. I think that the women would get offended because of the intention of why the guy's asking that.
To humiliate
Like,
them.
Right.
for example, like get on the scale. It might not be about the weight. Like, I love what you just said right now. You're like, I'll get on the scale. I look good naked, right? But the intention of the guy
yeah, I do.
asking you that, and I
You
might
guys
be
can
off, but
find
you
me.
guys let me know if I'm off. Every girl on the table. The intention of the guy asking you, get on the fucking scale.
It's
Just the
triggering.
intention there is what?
humiliate.
To belittle,
Yeah.
to humiliate. So
It's
I don't
triggering,
think like right now from an episode I saw with you guys, it was very confrontational versus the guys that you brought here. I feel like today is very symbiotic. There's not a lot of tension. I feel like if any us three asked you guys to get on the scale, it would be different. But
Right.
a guy that you don't know
Yeah.
filming you, get on a scale. Even if you're
Yeah.
comfortable with your weight, you'd be like, fuck you.
Yeah,
Because
for
you
sure.
also,
Yeah.
because you
But-
also
but-
never know
behind
where
it,
that's
right?
going to end
real.
up.
That's real.
I feel the awkwardness in that situation, but the other part was that I don't want to get on the scale. That's scary as shit. You know what else is scary as shit? Being a man who's short trying to date women today.
Trying to like have the
That's
courage
also
to go up
fucking
and ask
scary.
Well,
girls out.
to
Yeah.
piggyback
Or a man that
kind
puts
of-
lifts in his shoes.
By the way,
to be taller.
real quick. By the way, you guys, I'm sorry, I don't know
cool with
why
that.
this is
5'11".
happening.
I am
don't-
5'11".
Yeah, I don't know
Thank
why
you.
this is happening, but people are so obsessed with my height right now, and they're dudes. Guys, question your sexuality if you're that obsessed with my height. I'm 6'1", and I'll put $100 million on it. You guys can go ahead and come say whatever the fuck you want.
We need to put one of those measurement
So
sticks like
stupid.
they have at like
That's what I was
7-Eleven
saying.
on like the side of
So
the door.
dumb.
So
Get
you
on the
can see
scale,
how tall
Mike.
they
Get
are
on the
when they
scale.
come through.
Scale.
I
for
don't,
sure.
I'll play the weight game all day though. Like I don't
Yeah.
care. I know I'm heavy. I love playing the weight game, the guessing. game.
She would look hot naked too. I
just
saw
weigh
her
a lot,
ass.
but it's like yeah. Well, I make a game out of it. I'll play the weight game all day.
Well,
but
here's,
I mean,
okay, so, and I understand what you're saying because as you put women on the spot, that's really what it's intended to
Yeah.
do. These are like drive-by shootings is what they are.
Right,
Okay,
right.
but the main point that it's trying to illustrate here is that men cannot control their height. Women can control their weight.
I was just gonna say that, like from the beginning. I was like,
Yeah, you need to say anything. That's exactly
you have
what you
some
need to say.
control. Okay,
You have all the
you
control.
do,
right, and it shows a lot
well,
of discipline
some,
too if you can.
Yeah.
No,
It's like,
some
how are you
people
gonna
really
judge-
struggle a lot, but you do have some control over.
Your diet.
Control or no control. Why is it shallow for a woman to care about a man's height? And it's also, that's not shallow, but it is shallow for a man to care about a woman's weight.
But it's also because a lot of guys, I hear it a lot, and I heard it just a couple of like a month ago, and that like
someone that's dating someone, and they're like, I like my women to be skinny. So men also do put the influence out there saying, I want them to look a certain way always, and they got like that, and
if
they
you want to
lead
say
it.
that,
And women say, I like my men to be tall.
yeah, and if you want to say that's shallow,
I actually don't mind. I'm like 5'7", and I'm dating 5'4".
if you want to say that that's shallow, that men are like that,
And
that's
I loved
fine.
it.
Okay,
And
wait.
men
I gotta
are-
say this before I forget because
Yeah.
I keep trying to remember. What you said is very true. Because if that woman had a measuring tape in her pocket when he told her to get on the scale, I want to test your weight. Oh, well, let me test your height. You know, now we're on the same page. But
Let me
because
see.
he had the
Absolutely
leverage,
not. I'm sorry.
Then it's kind of like,
No.
it's like, oh, wait a second. You know, it's very triggering because it's like they're no longer in control. You know what I mean? And when you're walking through Venice Beach and you're feeling like a hot shot and some guy comes up to you and now you're being filmed and you're like, you know, and you're put on the spot.
I feel like what Rollo said was that there's a point to the video, and then I feel like what guys do to go viral is they like really go hard in the paint on making the point, and
Right.
it just makes
Women-
it just doesn't look good.
Makes you insecure.
I don't know.
Makes
It
you-
went viral. We've all seen that video. before.
That's why.
So, but again, it goes viral. But I don't think it's the most like appropriate way of doing it. Like sitting
Yeah.
down and
And
really
doing that
talking
to
to women.
women. Yeah.
Rollo, I get what you're gonna
Everyone
say.
has to have the escalation. It's all it is.
I get
But
what
it's
you're gonna.
just
I feel
fun.
like your point might be like, okay, so
I feel you.
It
But
is
you
like-
there's
you gotta cause
There's a
attention.
part of it where like I'm always struggling with trying to be like informational, educational, and at the same time I can do that all day long, and people will just their eyes will glaze over and they'll say, "What the fuck?" Like we can be talking about like some very technical shit, like the Dr. David Buss, 10 country studies and shit like that, and get really in the weeds, and women around the table are just like.
Oh no, I'm actually the
They're just
opposite.
checking out the exactly.
I love it. I'm
because there's-
sapiosexual.
That's good. That's good. You're first. But the thing is like we'll be here talking about this stuff and be really intense about this, and it's not entertainment.
Yeah.
And
Right.
that what you
Well, to
just
me it
saw is.
Was entertainment.
Well, I mean, you look at TikTok. TikTok is entertainment. You're
Right.
not there to learn unless you're like going to YouTube Shorts to learn how to hang drywall or some shit like that. You're not there for anything other than I'm mindlessly scrolling to the next thing, the next 45
And I think by
seconds.
making this video go viral, maybe more women will now think I should be more open-minded to date a shorter guy until real life happens.
Still
and
not
a
gonna
fucking
happen.
I'm insecure about my weight.
Until real life happens, and then they match with a guy, or they see a guy that was at a table, and they don't realize until he stands up that he's fucking short, and they're like, "I'm sorry, not gonna work." But at least there's a fairy tale that women might feel. Let me give the shorter guy a chance. Not realistic.
At the end of the day, when you're walking down Venice Beach and a guy comes up to you and he says something like, "Predict my height," and you don't, and he's like, "I'll predict your weight, step on the scale," and you get offended, why so serious? Like, you're at Venice Beach. Get the fuck over yourself. Stand on the thing or walk away. Like, I don't know. Life's too short for all this
if you had a measuring tape,
His dick would have been like little.
would you then like if you had the measuring tape and you could measure how high he was? Would then
We
you
would
get on the
but
scale?
we definitely
I don't
would
think
have
so.
viral. I think at some point though you have
Yes,
to,
and then
you have
I
to
would
stop
be like, pull
shaming
down your
people.
pants.
You like stop shaming people for kind of being shallow when it comes to your sexual
See, I
attraction,
don't think it's-
right?
I don't even think it's
because
about
of some,
shame.
Agreed.
it's not. But like
Agreed.
the way they portray it, a lot of people want to beat you down if you don't want to date someone that's smaller or shorter than you as a guy, or if you're a guy and you don't want to date a girl that's overweight, and then they start to shame you for being shallow. But at some point, it's just your sexual preference, right?
Yes.
So and to get in a
I mean, those
relationship
guys
with
are
somebody,
fuckboys
you have to
anyway.
go off your sexual preference. So if you're not sexually attracted to somebody because they're overweight, that's what they have control over their weight, right? Like you have no control over the sexual desire that you don't have for them. Oops, sorry, on to the next.
Agreed.
Like,
But the point is,
100%.
neither one.
That's
The
why
point
I'm
is,
saying
neither one of them are
cheers to
shallow.
that.
That's the actual point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Neither one of them are shallow.
Agreed.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I do consider it to be shallow if you're not. I consider it to be shallow if you're not willing to even give someone an opportunity to know them just based off their height.
Then
Yeah,
you gotta
that's
tell
shallow.
the hundreds of thousands of women, and I
That's
know a
very
lot
shallow.
of
You're
them
in the
that
friend
have
zone.
Shallow,
literally
100%. Yeah.
For
that-
sure.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
I mean, the guy I'm
100%
interested
agree.
in is
A
pretty
girl
short.
can come up to me like, this guy is amazing, he's great, he's this, and this, but he's so short. Like, who cares? give him a chance. If you fall in love with him, then it works out, and that's all that matters. But
you're the 0.01.
Sometimes you just have this instant, like,
if he's
knowing.
so great, friend zone.
I mean,
awesome.
Just get him to take steroids.
I mean, and the thing
that
is,
makes them
like,
grow high, tall.
Well, the thing is
Aria, how
like,
tall are you?
5'8".
5'8". So okay, you got some damn big heels on today because you were pretty tall
Yeah.
today. How tall are you?
5'7".
5'7".
5'6.5", huh?
5'8.5".
5'6".
See, there's not a
Am I the
woman. There's
shortest
not a
one
woman
here?
here that's. Yeah, you're 5'5".
I'm 5'3".
5'3".
Oh my God, you're so cute.
5'3"? I thought you were 5'1".
I haven't seen you standing up. Are you said you're Puerto Rican?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, it didn't come out. Yeah.
She didn't have to.
I was waiting for you to say like, "Oh, this is why you sat us together," and I was like, "What happened?"
Oh, you put the two Puerto Ricans next to each
No,
other?
I'm not Puerto Rican. I'm not crazy. I would never.